I'm going to show you how to make your first batch of alcoholic apple cider. Let's say you've just come back from the market with mountains of apples, because you're going to need about 100 of them to get around 8 liters of cider. First, sanitize everything. If you skip this step, you risk wasting the whole batch. Next, chop and core your apples. My dad found this gadget that makes it go super fast, and bonus points because it's really satisfying.
And this thing's great.
Now we juice. This part takes forever and everything will get sticky. I have no clever hack. May you never juice alone, for who could bear such a burden without their fellowship? Once you've got your juice, put it in a pot, heat it up to about 72 degrees Celsius. That pasteurizes it so it can ferment without any nasties. For your yeast to work, it has to cool down to maximum 27 degrees Celsius. And while we waited, we cracked open a cheeky bottle of the cider my dad made last month. Fun fact, British farmhands used to get about 3 to 4 pints of cider a day as part of their wages. Now that is work-life balance. When your juice is cool, pour it into a sanitized fermenting bucket. We used champagne yeast for a nice fine bubble and a splash of lemon juice to raise the acidity. We also added a cup of tea for some more complex tannins. Pop on the airlock and let it bloop away in the cupboard. Okay, it's a week later and the cider now smells super yeasty and there's this thick sludge at the bottom. Totally normal. Just siphon it into another bucket and leave the sludge behind. Quick taste test, and there's lots of flavor, but there's no real fizz yet. So our next step is to add priming sugar, and basically that's just corn syrup, and it kickstarts the carbonation. Then we're gonna bottle it, and it's kind of like sparkling water. You need to cap the bottles so that the bubbles build up within. After a week of sitting in the bottle, you're gonna have a young dry cider, which tastes pretty good, but a few months of aging will give you the best flavor. We're actually taste testing a bunch of different apple varietals. This was Granny Smith, so follow along if you want to see which one makes the best cider.